Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session. I truly congratulate everyone who is thinking about upskilling themselves into the field of data science, data analytics, data engineering, etc., MLOps or generative AI. The reason being, this is going to be the future. And since you are thinking about upskilling yourself into the future, I truly appreciate that. Thank you once again for willing to upskill yourself. Let me share my screen and introduce myself to you all. My name is Bharani Kumar, and I am CEO and founder of two companies. One is AI Sprite, which is into AI services. Another is 360DigiTMG, which is into training services. I have roughly 20 years of experience. I work with companies such as HSBC, ITC Infotech, Infosys, and Deloitte, and I'm a double master's degree holder. I've master's degree from IIT as well as Indian School of Business. For people who are wondering on what is this Indian School of Business, let me say ranking of Indian School of Business. And ISB is ranked as #1 in India. Okay, it's #1 in India, and it's ranked in 31st position across the globe, so on and so forth. Yeah. So this is one of the top-notch, colleges. Different rating agencies give different rating, but in India it is #1. Okay. Then, having worked with different companies, we started AI Sprite, which is into AI services. We do projects for customers such as Amazon. Right? I'm sure a lot of you all have placed an order on Amazon. Let me quickly share my screen and um, I'll allow myself to share the screen basically. Okay. Hope you guys are able to see the screen. Yeah. So we recently signed an MOU with StepUp, but that's not the rationale. The rationale is to show you all the Amazon thing. I just bookmarked it so that I quickly open that particular post and then show you. So with Amazon, we are working on a specific project, which is this project, wherein whenever you place an order, when you get an item, it can be fraud sometimes, it can be genuine, right? But from the outside, when you look at the phone, it will look exactly like iPhone. But how do you even determine whether it is fake or not? And if it is fake, it is going to negatively impact the brand of Amazon. So what we have done is, or the expectation from Amazon is that look at the X-ray. If you look at the X-ray of these phones, you will get to know what is the circuit. Okay. And inside the circuit for duplicate iPhone will be different than the original iPhone. So that's one thing. And we started a new trend because a lot of edtech companies are fooling the students by saying that, hey, we have an AI services company. But when you ask them what kind of projects you do and who are your customers, they say it is confidential. So that is wrong. Okay, that is absolutely wrong on anyone's part. So what we have done is we have come up with a new initiative wherein we are taking our students to the customer locations, right? Today, as we speak, there is something called as Surana Copper. Two of our students are visiting them today. But here we took one of our students and one of our team leads along with me so that they understand how the process is handled end to end in those respective companies and how do you even identify the business problem so that eventually you build an AI solution for the customers. So these are new initiatives. And also, since I'm sharing my screen, let me tell you that we did a project for a client called as Biological E Limited. And for people who are wondering on, hey, what is this Biological E Limited? Then let me show you this, that Biological E Limited is a 3,800 crore company. It's such a large company, right? And when we did a project for them, since we have done a great job, the customer has given us an appreciation, right? Senior Vice President Supply Chain has given us an appreciation on the letterhead. This means a lot. This absolutely means a lot. Alongside that, we also have Siemens as one of our customers. Okay, so Siemens, if I were to go look at this, it is $77.76 billion company. You might want to just convert this into Indian rupees and see. Okay, it is 7,700 crore company basically, right? And billion euros, you might want to convert it. It'll be even more, I'm sure. Maybe my calculation is not right. So this particular customer, when we did a project for them, had to say this, right? Siemens. So we believe in making the details of our customers public. There is nothing wrong, right? If you're doing a project for a specific customer, what is wrong in just communicating and telling that, hey, we are doing projects? There's nothing wrong, absolutely. That is exactly what we are doing. And also, we are taking our own students who are getting trained through us to the customer location also, because we believe in practical oriented trainings, not theoretical trainings. Okay. So back to our discussion. You must be wondering on, hey, what's going on here? Are we, trying to attend the session pertaining to training, or is this session pertaining to projects? Hold on, friends. I'm the CEO of both the companies, and we firmly believe that whenever we deliver any trainings, it should be mutual, right? So that means we should give the students who are getting trained from 360 DigiTMG an opportunity to work on projects pertaining to AI Prime. And we want you guys to work on projects for customers such as Amazon. We want you to work with Siemens, Dr. Reddy's, Biological E Limited, Coca-Cola, Mercedes-Benz, Korean Airlines. We want you to work with all those top-notch companies. And also, we want to eventually hire the people who are getting trained through us into AI Spry also, alongside the other companies. We want them to get placed in AI Spry as well. So that is how I want AI Spry, which is AI services company, to help the students of 360 DigiTMG. Okay. And I'm also visiting faculty at Indian School of Business, and I've been teaching at Indian School of Business for roughly 6 years now, right? Since March 2019, I've been delivering trainings at Indian School of Business. And I'm also Chief Technology Officer on one of the companies. So that's in short about me. And if you feel that you want to connect with me, yeah, feel free. Here is my link. But there is a glitch, friends. And the glitch is that you will only be able to follow me because I already exhausted the 30,000 connections. LinkedIn allows only 30,000 connections. Already my limit is reached, but you can follow me and then you can ask the questions, respective questions that you need. Okay. Then let me go to 360 DigiTMG. Here we have a vertical called as jobs, or we have a link called as jobs. You can click on that, jobs, and you'll have all the jobs published here. For whomever we do projects, I'm sure you all watch movies. PVR cinemas, Inox, PVR cinemas, now both are merged. I think PVR acquired Inox, if I'm not mistaken. So the point is, when we get such projects, we publish it here and we'll be notifying you all, right? And you can go here and apply. So this is also something that we are making public. We are not saying that we'll give you job assistance, job guarantee. We are directly giving you the jobs itself. Go apply. But you should be 360 DigiTMG student only, because that is how we shortlist. And you should have successfully completed the training. What do you mean by successfully completing the training? I'll get to that. Okay, just allow me some time. I'll certainly get there. And also on our YouTube channel, let me show you something very interesting. Two things happen, friends. One is we are doing industry connect sessions wherein I personally talk with the people from Accenture, Vision Technology, Turing, AVP of DBS Bank, DHL IT Services, Admiral Group, Associate Director in Deloitte, Microsoft Technology Senior Architect. All these are the people who are working in the space of data. And all these are my known people, right? Either I would have delivered training to them as part of my journey with Indian School of Business. By the way, I also teach at London Business School. So they come here, they talk about what kind of projects they are doing in the company and how should someone prepare to get a job, because they also would have cleared interviews in their respective companies to get there. So they know exactly how you need to prepare to be able to get a job in their companies or companies like theirs. Okay. And not just that, we have a lot of success stories. We have people working in all the big four companies. So if I were to name it here, big four companies: Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst and Young, right? KPMG. All these big four companies pay a lot of salary, and our people got trained through us and are working there. They're working with companies such as Google. Ritendu recently got a job at Gramina. Aditya got a job at one of the Australian companies, right? Then we have people who got jobs in Dubai also. There's a company called as Alshaya. Let me type here. Alshaya is a Middle East company headquartered in Kuwait. We did a few projects for them long back. And then if you want to take franchisee of Starbucks, American Eagle, Victoria's Secret, H&M, etc., in Europe or Middle East, you have to go through Alshaya only. It's a very big company, and we have a people working there. We have a people working in Emirates Airlines. Since we have our office in Malaysia, we help students get jobs in companies in Malaysia. There are people working in Malaysian Airlines also. Amazon, Meta is Facebook now, it's called as Meta, right? Walmart, HCL, ITC Infotech, TCS, Wipro, Capgemini, you name it, friends. We have a people working there. Is it only one, two people who got jobs? No. Hundreds of people, hundreds of people. We have a separate alumni group also, which we created. And, you know, a lot of people have joined that alumni group. Whenever there are job openings, they're letting us. In this way, you just go, you do a research, right, on what companies our people are getting placed. So clear from job standpoint, and also whatever people, whomever we connect here, right, as part of leadership talk, be it Microsoft or Deloitte or top-notch companies, we also come to know about the job openings which exist in their companies. And whenever there are a job opening, whenever there is a job opening, they let us know, and we post it on our careers page, on the jobs page. You as a student, you need to focus on completing your training successfully. As soon as you complete, you either can apply for different companies whose openings we post here, or I repeat, you can apply for AI Spry itself, because we are also doing projects for top-notch companies, right? I'll be traveling to Bhubaneswar on, let me do this, yeah. I believe in practically showing things, guys. I don't believe in, uh, you know, only theoretical conversation. So let me share my screen here once again and share this. Okay. Kshitij has been one of the partners. He's one of the partners in a company called as GT, Grant Thornton. This is London-based company, and their revenue is $7.5 billion. $7.5 billion, right? And I am traveling to a place called as what? Hmm, yeah, Jharsuguda, right? Do you know what Jharsuguda is famous for? Jindal's Steels, JSW Steel. Do you know what is the worth of JSW Steel company? It is 1,76,000 crore company. There are multiple projects which exist, and I'm traveling there specifically to identify the business opportunities. And we have already signed an agreement with Grant Thornton. So whatever client they go and do projects for, they do business consulting majorly. We'll be doing the AI part of it. So on every project, we would need two to three people on an average who can work on the projects, and two to three on every project. And we have, as we speak, 46 plus projects which are going on. And a lot of clients will be signing every month. So whenever we have a new client, two to three for a small client, for a big client of this size, like JSW Steel, they have different divisions. They have different companies, in fact. For example, it is a conglomerate. Conglomerate means very big company which has multiple smaller companies, like JSW Vijayanagar. Some other work happens here. Dolvi, some other, Sambalpur, some other work. So in that way, there are huge number of verticals that they have. In each vertical, you'll have some or the other business opportunity, and we are going to give you two: one, practical exposure; two, opportunity to work with AI Spry itself and work with all these top-notch companies. While in space of AI Spry, we are a startup. I think we are doing a great job over there. Okay, back to our discussion here. So what kind of work do we do if you have questions around that, right? We do projects for different companies such as Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Private Limited, Korean Airlines, Yatra, Volvo, etc. And we follow a specific project management methodology. We will teach you this methodology also. You should know how the projects are handled in the real world, because whenever there is a job opening, many people apply for those jobs, right? Whenever you have a job opening, many people apply. It's not that only you can apply. Many people apply for jobs. Why should your resume be shortlisted? Right? This person also has a resume. This person also has a resume. Thousands of people apply for one opening. Why should only your resume be shortlisted? Because on your resume, you will have details about the real world projects that you work on. And you will be knowing how to handle those projects end to end. The methodology would be very, very clear in your mind. So you'll be able to explain to the interviewers better. You'll be able to put those details on your resume better. So we start with business understanding, which is phase one. Until and unless you understand what is the business problem that you're trying to solve, you'll not be able to understand anything else. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing is, each time we work on real world projects, we use something called as GPU, graphical processing units. Okay, and it's very costly. Every project that we do will cost us around $3,000. $3,000 multiplied by roughly 90. 2,70,000 rupees we spend on each of the project, right? So we don't want you to spend. We will give you Amazon Web Services Cloud GPU access. So when you work on projects, you'll be working on that. Whatever is the expense, we will bear the expense for you. Okay. Remember one thing, friends. We will be able to make profits only if you get a job. Because when you get a job, we get the money from those companies. We get roughly 8% of your CTC. Say your salary is 10 lakhs. We get 8% of the 10 lakhs when you get a job. If you don't get a job, you will be loss making for us. Simple. Because the kind of money that we will be spending on you will be much, much, much more than what you're paying. Okay. And we certainly want you all to get a job. We want only serious learners to join us. We don't want people who, cannot commit, people who don't want to put in effort. We don't want such kind of people to join us because the effort that we spend should be worth it. Okay. So I request you all that only if you have a clear objective in mind that you want to get a job, join us. If you feel that, okay, let me give a try. If I get a job, okay. If I don't get a job also, it's okay. If you are such kind of a person, please don't join us. Okay. This is a very clear request because we want you people to get a job. Only then will we make money. I'm being very honest here. Okay. There are a lot of projects that we accomplish. So first, what we do is we try to understand in a specific company, what are the different departments that exist? Sales department, marketing, finance, so on and so forth. What kind of questions each of those department heads, each of the people working in those departments have. Then we create reports and dashboards. And this is the job of typically data analyst. But a data scientist also does the same. Plus, data scientist does something else, which I'll talk about later. Both data analysts, data scientists should do business intelligence reporting and dashboarding. So you create reports and dashboards using either Power BI from Microsoft, or you use Tableau. There is a software called as Tableau. Or you might want to use a tool such as Click, or you might want to use Python and create such dashboards. That's the first thing. And these dashboards that you create will talk about what happened until now. Okay. What happened until now? So did my sales increase until now? Okay. What is the percentage of the sales based on different categories? On which category of items that I'm selling, I'm getting more profits? How much quantity am I selling? For each quantity, what is the sales? What are the three top products that I have? So these kind of questions are questions that um, are the answers that you give as part of your visualization. So for those questions, you give answers as part of your visualization. This will talk about what happened until now. That's the role of both data scientists and data analysts. Now, we also try to understand whenever we do projects for different customers. Say you're doing a project for a steel manufacturing company, steel pipe manufacturing company, as an example. Once you create business intelligence reports and dashboards, you would have addressed questions on what is happening in your company now. How many tons of iron ore, how many tons of coal are you using, right? How many steel pipes are you manufacturing until now? Those questions you'll answer. What might happen in the future is the job of a data scientist. Okay. You predict the future. So here what we do is, if it's a steel manufacturing company, you first look at who are the various suppliers or vendors who are supplying raw material or inputs. Who are supplying raw material, that is nothing but inputs. Like for example, to manufacture steel, you need coal, you need iron ore, etc. Okay, once you get all the raw materials, you process it, and your machines will do the processing, and then ultimately you get an output which is nothing but steel rods or steel pipes, etc. That these steel rods or steel pipes, some customer or consumer will purchase it. Correct? This is the value chain. Once you understand logically, there is no magic here. There's only simple logic. You have some suppliers or vendors who give you raw material. Once you know that you get the raw materials, then you try to get into the predictive zone. What do you mean by get into the predictive zone? For example, okay, say this particular steel manufacturing company is buying or procuring coal from UK, South Africa, say Indonesia. The first question is how much quantity or how many tons of coal should you buy every month? For that, customers won't have an answer. They might say that, you know what, we have some rough calculation and then we order. But what we do is we forecast, we predict how many tons of how many tons of coal is needed for next 6 months. So for next 6 months, you know how many tons of coal is needed. You have those details with you because we are forecasting. We are forecasting the future. Then at what price should we purchase? Should we buy the coal? This is the second question. So what do we do as data scientists? We predict what might be the price for the next 6 months. So whenever the prices are the least, whenever you have the least prices, maybe you might want to go and purchase. Third question is, how many tons should I purchase from UK? How many tons should I purchase from South Africa? How many tons should I purchase from Indonesia? This is called as data optimization or prescriptive analytics. So all these kind of things you do. We also forecast for Biologically Limited, we forecasted the raw material quantity that is needed to manufacture vaccines, to manufacture drugs. There is a person in Nepal who purchases spices from India. He'll put it in inventory and he'll sell it in Nepal. For this person, we built a spice price forecasting model so that they know what is the price of each and every spice and they can eventually purchase whenever the prices of spices are the least. Then we did a project in the space of pallet manufacturing. This particular pallet manufacturer will supply the pallets to Amazon, Flipkart, Instacart, etc. And you have Flipkart, Instacart in Northeast India also, in South India also, in West India also, North India also. In each of the places, they have distribution centers. So they manufacture, say, in Gujarat. They will send these pallets to Northeast India. Some pallets that they manufacture, they send it to South India. Some pallets that they manufacture, they send it to Madhya Pradesh, etc. Whenever customers from Northeast place an order, they take the pallets which are in Northeast, they supply. But how many pallets should they store in Northeast India? How many pallets should they store in Madhya Pradesh? How many pallets should they store in Bengaluru? Right? So all these things you forecast. So you're making the company move towards predictive zone. So these are a few projects. Then once you have the raw material, you manufacture. Right? So we did a project for one of the customers called as Schnell Group. Schnell Group is a German-based company. And this machine is called as Prima 13. If the machine vibrates a lot, it might fail. If the machine is getting heated beyond a point, it might fail. So we capture vibration, temperature, hydraulic pressure, spindle speed. In this way, we capture data of a lot of sensors and we predict A, whether a machine will fail or not. This is first thing. Second, when will a machine fail? Survival analytics. It will fail in the next 24 hours. It will fail in the next 3 days. In that way, you predict. And also, you predict which component might fail. If you know exactly which component might fail, do you know what is the benefit? You can tell to the inventory management team that these are the components which have high probability of failing. Go and buy them and keep it in our inventory. So that whenever that component fails, we can quickly replace the component, maybe. So these are the kind of projects we do. In the space of wind turbine also, we did projects. Object detection. We did projects where you fly the drone technology, right? We fly the drone on the solar panels, 150-acre solar plant I'm talking about here. This is for a client called as Hira Group. Then after capturing the videos, you predict whether panels have excess dust or whether these panels have a physical damage or electrical damage or bird drop. And you exactly give the location of that panel so that technician can quickly go there and fix the issue. This is a project that we have done for a client in Madhya Pradesh where they take this scrap and put it into burning furnace. If they put it into a burning furnace and if flammable items like cylinders or shock absorbers go into the furnace, it will blast, killing the people surrounding. If people die, you have to pay compensation. Government people will come, police department will come, your workers can go on a strike, your entire process will get slowed down. So we real time started detecting whether the flammable items are going into the burning furnace or not. Then we did a project for a client called as Volvo Trucks. It's a Swedish-based company. Here, this person will put engine chassis and close the clamps. We do process monitoring using video analytics. On the top, we put IoT device. In that, there is our machine learning algorithm. If this person follows the wrong sequence, immediately it will detect and it will glow the entire floor in red color. That is an indication to the supervisor and to the technician that something is going wrong. This is a project which we have done for one of the clients in Bhubaneswar, where they don't have a count of how many steel rods are lying in their inventory. So you just take a mobile, you walk around this inventory, and towards then you'll get a count on how many 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm steel rods exist in the inventory. Then you can ask questions. We built GenAI solution on top of that, like ChatGPT. You can ask questions, how many 8 mm pipes exist in inventory? It will go fetch the data and give it to you. We did projects in the space of construction where all these drawings can be automatically taken and automatically all these details will be put in an Excel sheet. Earlier it was taking 8 hours. Now it takes 8 seconds to complete this exercise. We did projects in the space of poultry where we detect what is the age of the chick, what is the body temperature of the chick. Is the weight of the chick growing according to the age? And also we determine the body temperature, the thermal camera will come. So this is what happens is whenever the chicks reach 1.75 kgs or 2 kgs, an alert is sent to the farm owner saying that, hey, there is some issue. Sorry, your chicks have attained the desired weight, go sell them. This is thermal camera output. Okay. If at all you come to know that the body temperature is increasing, you inform to the veterinary doctor who will go and fix it. This is a project that we have done for Dr. Reddy's. Okay, Dr. Reddy's, if you guys are not aware of, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, it's a 28,900 crore company. Automatically will detect how many vials, how many pre-filled syringes exist in each crate. And this information will go and get saved in the backend database. Their entire leadership team can ask questions thereon. How many vials, how many pre-filled syringes did we manufacture? And then it will go convert this prompt into a query, go pull the data and display the results. Then pipe detection. We did project for Siemens. This is the project basically where all these components are manufactured by hundreds of companies. They bring it to a common place for assembling that. After assembling, all these components are left on the floor. Our solution will detect components, which component is that, and it will store all the details in the inventory so that at any given point of time, you have complete details. Right? We do projects in the space of life science healthcare also. There's embryo. People who don't have kids go for a treatment called as in vitro fertilization. Embryo is implanted into the woman's womb, then woman will become pregnant. But if she's not pregnant, they'll clean the womb and cycle 2 repeats. Every cycle is expensive. So our solution, you just take the microscopic image and upload. It will determine whether it is good or bad. We build generative AI solutions for government of Uttarakhand, for police academy, so on and so forth. And many projects, friends, many projects. Tender price prediction. We did this project for Pandrol, which is a French railway equipment manufacturing company. We do projects for cement companies. We do projects in the space of ESG, environmental social governance. Many people are talking about that. Tata Hitachi is a client. Indian Railway Department is a client. This road safety thing, right? I'm traveling to basically Singapore because we are doing project for Singapore Road Transportation Authority, where there'll be camera on front of your vehicle. When you travel, it will determine where are lane markings not clear, where are the signboards not clear, are the crash barriers damaged, all these things it will detect. This is for a dermatologist called Meher, where the moment you take photo of your face and upload to our AI solution, it will tell you what kind of what kind of skin treatment should be given to you. If you take photo of your hair, it will tell what kind of hair treatment has to be given. Okay. I don't know why. Then we are doing projects for workplace safety. We do projects for sports betting companies. We do projects for Tamil Nadu Paper Limited. We're using satellite images. You determine whether the trees have grown properly or not. Are they ripe for harvesting or not? Friends, trust me, when there is job opening, 100 people apply for the job. For your resume to be picked up, you need to work on real world project A. B, something else should be there on your resume which will attract the attention so that they at least call you for the interviews. Okay. And one more thing is top three students who work on each of these projects, we include their names on the international journal so that when some interviewer looks at their resume, they'll be like, wow, you worked on a real world project and you also have your project details published on international journal. They'll first of all shortlist, then they'll interview. Out of 100 people, your resume will stand out. And when you say that mine is a real world project, only if it is a real world project, it can be published on international journal because they check entire internet whether similar kind of project someone else has done in the past or not. If they did, it will not be approved by any international journal. These are the various clients, customers that we have, and this list is going on and on. Yeah. There are a lot of awards and accolades from Confederation of Indian Industries, Gaiza Awards. We won awards from Iran, a lot of international awards we have won, so on and so forth. Okay. If you want more details about the updates, more details and updates pertaining to AI Sprite, you can scan this using your mobile. and you can just follow our page. That's good enough. If you follow our page, that's more than sufficient, and you'll be able to see the updates. All right. So this is about the project and the other details. Now, training. You might be having this question about training, right? We are the only company on the planet who has 76 plus domain analytics programs. If you're coming from manufacturing background, do manufacturing analytics. If you're coming from marketing background, do marketing analytics. If you're coming from financial analytics, do financial analytics as an additional module, which we give to you for free. Okay. Now, to build any AI application, you need knowledge about data science. And data science covers data mining, machine learning, deep learning, all of these. No matter which technique you apply, at the end of the day, you end up building AI application. And there are three roles that you need to remember. Data engineer. The job of this data engineer is to get the data from IoT sensors, get the data from different websites, get the data from mobile applications, get the data from social media, get the data from all these data sources and put them in a database. What is a database? Wherever data is based in some place, that's called as a database. This is the job of a data engineer. Then data analyst will take this data and create what? Business intelligence reports and dashboards. Reports and dashboards. And they talk about what happened until now. Okay. What happened until now. This is the job of a data analyst. What might happen in the future is the job of a data scientist. Okay. What might happen in the future. But data scientists should do everything which a data analyst does, plus also predict the future. Hence, data scientists are paid more salary. But anyone who wants to join our program, of course, we have data analytics programs and data science programs. But I always recommend them to join data science program. Why? Because when you just say joined data science program, you will have data analytics modules also. Data analytics modules also will be there. Once you complete these modules, start applying for jobs. I mean, after you work on the real world project, start applying for jobs. While you start applying for jobs, continue with data science modules. So ultimately what happens is you need not wait for the entire training to complete. As soon as data analytics modules are completed, go start applying for jobs. While you're applying for jobs, continue the data science modules. Okay, this is what I would strongly recommend to any person. And you know what? Let me show you one more very interesting thing here. This is thing, right? Okay, success stories. Let me see where we have here. So let me do control. Okay. Meher got a job in Flipkart. He's a BCom graduate, commerce graduate. He's not, see, majority of them, when you watch these videos, right, you'll figure out that 80% of them are from non-technical background. They are from BA, Bachelor of Arts. Aditya is from BA background. Aditya, he did his BA, Bachelor in Arts, BCom, BSc Zoology. Someone has done BSc Zoology and they got job as AI engineer. I'm so very happy for them. So these people are saying that, Bharani, no one is bothered about whether you have done your BTech or BCA or BSc or whatever. They just want to know whether you worked on real world projects or not. And our resumes are getting shortlisted because we are working on real world projects. We're able to tell to them that we are working for this client or that client, yeah. And then we are able to show the methodology that we follow. We are showing that our project details got published on international journal. Then people are easily able to hire us. This is what they are saying. These are the kind of salaries that people get. And this is based on the research that we have done. 360DigiTMG, along with the other tech companies in India, they did a research, and these are the kind of salaries which people can get. And also, freshers have huge number of jobs. There are these kind of questions also. That, hey, I'm a fresher. Supposedly, there are no jobs for freshers. Who told? Who told there are no jobs? Let me select experience as fresher. 2027 jobs are there. How many jobs do you need, my dear friends? How many jobs do you need? Data science, data analyst, data. There are multiple jobs, right? For freshers. And Naukri is not my friend. I'm just searching. So whenever someone tells you something, don't believe blindly. You're planning to get into the field of data science, right? So you have to do research. If someone says, do you know what, we have AI services company, ask them to show the client names, ask them to show a few projects that they have worked on. Then we will agree. Okay. These are all the people who got jobs in Google and various other places. These are all the various companies with which our people are working. The most important part starts here. Your learning happens in 3 phases. Phase 1, training will happen. Okay. Phase 2, your assignments. Assignments are meant for you to do research and submit. When you join companies, you will end up doing research and research over internet, over Google, over ChatGPT, etc., to come up with solutions. You'll also gain experience working on project management methodologies and on Amazon Web Services. We will give you opportunities to visit customers, but we can give opportunities to 1 or 2 people for every customer visit that we go to. What about the remaining people then? Will they not get an exposure? Are those people not going to learn what happens at a customer side? Not really. Let me show you on what happens. What we do is, wherever possible, we record details. For example, say unique volumes. So okay. So what we do is, ideally, we record the entire process flow. We explain to every student of that batch so that they know how the process happens. Here, this person was saying that from this machine, take the data and predict whether a machine will fail or not. Then I asked him, okay, from where can I take the data? He's telling that there we have LAN port, from there take the data, right? Then he explained me that here is where bobbins are, created and rolled. Then he told me that all these bobbins are stored in this location. So using photo, automatically we have to count how many bobbins are there. Then there is a weaving process also that our friend, the plant head, explained us. This is the weaving part, right? Where the weaving is happening. Then actually the bags are produced. Only if you understand in this way, only if you understand in this way, you will be in a position to think on, okay, how AI solutions can be implemented here. Otherwise, it'll be all theory. No matter how much theory you learn, you will not get a job because you're not even thinking about how work happens in real world, right? So we will give you an opportunity to work on 1 to 2 real world projects, and top 3 performers, be rest assured that your details will be published on international journals. We'll have weekly resume preparation sessions. We have AI powered resume tool. Let me show you that also. So you're not talking to a company. So if you go to learning resources, here you have resume optimization hub. Click on that. If you upload your resume and job description from Naukri, say you copied job description and you put it here, it will tell you whether your resume will get shortlisted or not. You can select those keywords which are not in your resume, but they're in your job description, and you can create a separate resume without any spelling mistakes, without any formatting mistakes, etc. Your resume will be very good. Then this resume has high chances of getting shortlisted. You can also put your photo automatically. It will enable webcam. It will take a photo of yours and put it. These are the kind of tools that we have built. Okay. So if you are a student who is trained by 360DigiTMG, the benefits are that you'll be trained by people who are working as data scientists, who are working in AI Spry on various projects. We don't have exclusive people who only have theoretical knowledge. No, we don't even allow them to come close to us. Because if someone has only theoretical knowledge, they'll train you only on theory. They don't know what happens in practical world. Ultimately, you all will be left roaming around on the road without a job. We don't want that to happen. Okay. You'll work on real world projects, not dummy projects like Kaggle, etc. You'll attend daily stand-up meetings. You'll deploy the model on premise and on cloud. You'll attend client meetings also. Top 3 students, you'll have your project details published on international journal. Then 2 ways. As I've told you, on our website, we have jobs. Go there and apply, but we will check, our HR team will check whether you're 360DigiTMG student or not, and whether you have really completed the projects or not. Because whether you completed project or not, we test that using Viva sessions. A lot of students, you know what they do? They ask their friend, please, can you give your project details? I'll apply. I didn't find time. I went for Pushpa 2 movie, you know, but if I don't submit on time, I might not be eligible for jobs. They somehow do some malpractice, get the details. When we ask them basic questions on Viva, they will not be in a position to answer. Now, those people we will filter out because they are all fraud. We don't want those kind of people to even come close to us. We are a very ethical company. Don't assume that we will take money from you and give you a job. We are not into that business at all. We will do everything possible under the sky to give you knowledge on practical things only. And we also will be posting the jobs on our job portal. You go apply and get a job. Simple. It's as simple as that. A few students, they join us as interns at AI Spry after the training, and then they gain more knowledge. Then they apply for jobs and move out. Okay, we have this business analytics program where we teach you Python right from basic, how to download. From there on, we start. 1 plus 1, click on run. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here is where you see the output. To that level, we go and explain. You'll have R programming modules, then project management methodology, database, SQL, business and data understanding, business statistics and probability, 8th standard math, 9th class math. That is how we teach, right? Slowly we teach. EDA, pre-processing, Power BI, Tableau, Google Looker Studio, Advanced Excel. You work on one real world project plus mock interview. Then you'll have exclusive resume prep and interview prep session. Finally, that will help you become successful. These are the tools which are covered. Then, of course, you get a certificate from us. Another program is PDA, Professional Data Analytics Program. Here, you'll have 200 hours of training, assignments, 2 real-world projects, and assistance, where we keep posting the jobs on our job portal. You have to continuously start applying. Another is we also give you an opportunity to get a certificate from State University of New York, and you get diploma certificate. The moment people see, For any job opening, 100 people will apply, friends. And the HR person will look at all the 100 resumes and quickly they shortlist, say, 5 or 6. If your resume has such important things, State University of New York, USA, one of the largest university, it is globally recognized. If you do a certificate from Indian-based universities, it's recognized in India. But here, this is recognized across the globe. That's the advantage. Then we have data analytics roadmap, where you learn about all these things: Python, project management methodology, database, SQL, NoSQL, probability, statistics, EDA, all these advanced Excel, Power BI, Tableau, machine learning basics, data analytics using PySpark. And we cover AWS and Google here. However, you'll also work on 2 projects. However, let me show you one more thing. The certificate diploma program that you'll do from State University of New York is aligned with Azure also. So Azure, AWS, and Google, everything you learn. These are the tools that should be covered from data analytics standpoint. Now, from data science standpoint, we have 2 programs. This is called as CDS. This is called as PDS, Professional Data Science Certificate Program in Data Science. Here, Python, methodology, databases, statistics, EDA, all these things you learn. And you learn deep learning, ANN, CNN, RNN, generative AI, large language models, prompt engineering, all will be learned. Those things which are in orange color will be held or conducted as part of master classes, where I exclusively take those for all the batches. No matter who is the trainer for different other batches, these will happen during weekends, Saturdays and Sundays usually, for 4 hours. And I would be taking those sessions. Okay, all these which are in purple color, like Hadoop, Spark, MLOps, Cloud, etc., would be recorded modules. Okay, you'll also get a certificate for CDS. For PDS, diploma certificate. And this is aligned with AWS and Azure. Then you have PDS. PDS is diploma course in AI. Diploma, there it is, certificate. That's it. Here you'll work on 2 projects. Here you work on 1 project. That's the difference. Okay. Anyway, sample certificates are attached for your understanding. We also have data engineering. You will have data engineering essentials, which will be covered for both data analytics and data science, so that you know how the data will come from different sources into a database. At least that part you should be aware. And that is what we cover usually. And here we will cover AWS, Azure, and GCP. All 3 will be covered. Google Cloud Platform. Okay, here also you have a certificate from State University of New York. So everywhere you get an international certificate also. All right. So this is a quick snapshot of how many hours trainings will be, how many hours of assignments you'll have. Trainings will be from anywhere between 4 months to 8 months, depending on the program you select. Okay. So on and so forth. Okay, all this is theory, and then if you share these, you can read it and you can figure out, right? But now we'll get into Q&A, question and answers. So for 1 year, you can attend my batch, you can attend someone else's batch. It's up to you. We will give you an AI-driven learning management system, which also has soft skills. You can watch it, you can practice. When you answer the questions, our AI solution will capture your behaviors. Whether you're sleepy, drowsy, are you not having a smile when you talk? All these are important in interviews, right? To clear the interviews. Are you having grammatical mistakes? How good is your English? Everything the AI solution will find out. There'll be interview questions at the end of every module. Okay, assignments also at the end of every module. Um, for certain people who are really good, we straight away give them paid opportunity for internship. That means for the internship that they do, we give them money also. For a few people, we say that no, you need more practice. You join us for free, do it for free for a few months, prove yourself, then we'll think about a job. That's how it goes. If you want to learn swimming, you have to get into the water and learn, friends. If you just read books or watch videos, you'll not become a swimmer. Otherwise, if you jump into the water, you'll die. On similar lines, for you to become successful data engineer or business analyst or data analyst or data scientist, you have to practice. And our entire objective will be to ensure that we give you as much knowledge as possible for practicing. Okay. So you can follow our YouTube, LinkedIn, Meta, Instagram, whatever you want to, and stay abreast of the latest happenings. I will stop here and now take your questions because your questions are more valuable for me than I just, talking on and on. All right, friends. Rajkumar, Niharika, Sadak, Govardhan, Hitendra, Juna, Jival, Mukund, Namrata, Pravalika, Rahul, Shivam. Go ahead, please. Yeah, ask your question. Yeah, Niharika. You can just
Yeah,
unmute and
hello, sir.
ask your
Yeah, sir. Hi, good morning, sir. This is Niharika.
morning. Good morning, Niharika.
So, sir, I have chosen program for business analytics.
Okay.
So, in this thing, Python and SQL, everything is covered, right? So, that is also like an essential part for this program, right, sir? I mean, for
Yes,
business
absolutely.
analytics, I think.
Absolutely, Niharika. To become a business analyst, Python and SQL is very much needed. For business analyst or data scientist or even data engineer, Python and SQL is
Mhm.
mandatory. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And it will be
And,
taught.
like, yes, like,
I'm losing your voice, Niharika.
uh, hello.
Yeah, hello. Now I think it's a little clear.
Yeah. So, like, actually, I'm an MBA HR graduate, and currently I'm not working. I have resigned my job, so I have taken this program. Hope this one will be good for my.
Absolutely, absolutely, Niharika. So since you're not working currently, I would request you to spend more hours on the training, more hours on practicing as opposed to listening to theory. And then certainly you will gain immense knowledge and you'll be able to crack the interviews. Absolutely, Niharika. Thank you. Yeah, Sagar.
Yeah, hi, Bharni. Thanks for the session. I'm Sadak, and I just have a quick question on like, so which course to choose. Right, I come with an experience of around 14 years in
Mhm.
pharmaceutical consulting, and I'm from a non-technical background. I'm from a medical background. So, and I intend to upskill myself because I keep getting these, like, say, questions from our clients. So that's the reason I'm looking for the kind of data science or yeah, data science or data engineering kind of course options. But keeping in view my non-technical background and
Yeah.
my experience, I'm just, like, say, trying to understand, like, say, what would be the best course which you would suggest. I spoke to your team members, but I just want to get your view from this.
Sure, absolutely. So, see, 80% of people, Sadak, who join us are from non-technical background. So, bearing that in mind, we have devised a program where we start right from basics, be it Python or SQL or any other module. We start right from basics. We do not assume that people will come with certain amount of knowledge. Right? We assume that people do not know anything. They are clean slate and they're coming for a training. Right? So with that assumption in mind, we deliver our trainings. So you can be rest assured that we, deliver trainings right from scratch. A. B. No matter which background you're from, when it comes to data science or data analytics, you work on data. Okay, that is the important part. For that, technical knowledge, etc., is not needed. Third thing is, when you do this particular data science program, you'll be able to appreciate both data analytics part and data science part. So it's economies of scope. The more you know, the more you get paid. The more you know, more will be the salary. As simple as that. So I would any day ask you to go with data science only because that will cover data analytics and data science. Since you are already in a senior position, people would certainly expect you to think about predicting the future so that you take proactive decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Hi, Barney. This side Govardhan. I
Hey,
hope you
Govardhan.
can hear me clearly.
Yes. You're very clear.
That's good. Thank you. Barney, I have something which is negative point of questioning. Might be is it a right to address it or not? I don't know. See, Barney, it's in a long duration, as you all we know with co colleges and everything. As you are mentioning, 300 hours or 400 hours, whatever the thing, including the practice and everything. So might be there are chances of uh, missing a course, or else we may losing some kind of a part or something else, some portion kind of a thing. So how would you take this as an a forward, and how you going to be take this kind of a uh, uh, concerns or queries with the students? Just I want to understand that one.
Sure. So we understand that, attending all 100% of classes might be difficult, but try to attend as many classes as possible. Say you missed a class on one of the days, then we recommend you to watch that video because already all these videos are pre-recorded and given to you. Also, live instructor-led classes happen like what we are having now, right? Plus, all the videos are already given to you on your learning management system. So two things I recommend. Before even coming to the class, watch that video and come. Even if you're missing out on a class, watch that video so that you don't miss out on anything. This is one way. Second, if you still have any doubts, you can always ask in the next class. You can say that, you know what, I missed your live class. So I watched the video of this topic and I have certain doubts. And then you can absolutely get your doubts clarified. This is how it works. I hope that answers your question.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Any questions? Devabatini Raj, Hitendra, Juna, Jill.
One more question, Barney.
Yeah, please.
As per your point of view, as an
Mhm.
average of after the session, what would be the practice kind of a thing? Might be some person can understand very quickly, and some person can understand very late or something else. So the practice might be at least might be a 2 hours or 3 hours, so that you can understand a concept or something else like that. How, as per your experience, as per your understandings, what would be the practice for that? It's almost 1 to 3 hours.
Yeah, 1 to 3 hours is what I would recommend. A few people, are working professionals. They spend more time during weekends, less time during weekdays. That's fine. But on an average, I would say at least spend 1 hour, at least 1 hour per day in addition to your training. At least this is at a bare minimum. But historically, I've seen that people who spend less than 1 hour, they usually get the job after 1.5 years or 2 hours of practice, because they want to take it slow because of their work or whatever reason. A few people, they are not working, so they are full time into this. They spend
Yes.
3 hours, 4 hours, 5, 6 hours. You know, 3 hours will be your training. Remaining 6 hours, they practice.
Yes.
These are the people who get the jobs in 6 months, etc. So it really depends on how much time you spend, but at a bare minimum, 1 hour to answer your question.
So exactly. The same as Sadak mentioned, I even have an experience of 10 plus years in the market, but it's completely a different role, which is office administration department.
Mhm.
So I've been still working in that. Might be my in my office there is a shift changing timings because every 2 months is the shift changes, and definitely I came across with this course, which is one of my friends and guidance. So I want to understand how it goes, and there are chances where I can miss the classes. So that's the reason I'm just putting across this question with you.
Valid question. Both of your questions were very valid. So I think we have the answer now.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Any question, Mukund, Namrata, Rahul, Shivam? Yeah, you have to join paid program. That's what I would recommend you, Namrata. Yeah. Okay. Seems like there are no questions. So tomorrow when we connect, we will talk further and take this discussion to the next level. Yeah. From tomorrow onwards, your journey starts. Please join this program only and only and only if you want to get into this field of data science and AI. Okay, from my side, I will ensure that all the practical knowledge needed is given to you all. And I have a history. The history is that 100% of the students who joined my batch got jobs. And I don't want to break that record. Okay. I will be a little strict. I am sure there are people with a lot of years of experience. Please don't take me wrong. The whole idea is to ensure that you learn and you also are serious with respect to every minute and every second you spend on this particular training. I will give you that value, and same kind of value, if you can return, I'll be more than happy. Thank you so much and all the best for your future. See you all tomorrow and we'll take this discussion further.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.